What if you could choose between the vibrant chaos of a city or the soothing calm of a village? Where would you belong? Welcome to Ank's English, your go-to channel for mastering English listening and writing through immersive real-life stories. I'm Ank, your host, and today's episode takes you on a journey to explore the electric energy of city life versus the peaceful charm of village life. Through heartfelt tales, we'll uncover what makes each unique and how people navigate these contrasting worlds. So grab a notebook, listen closely, and let's dive in. Do you fancy the bustle of a city or the tranquility of a countryside hamlet? Keep that question in mind as we weave through today's stories. Let's begin with my friend Oliver, who grew up in a picturesque village nestled among rolling green hills. Oliver recently relocated to a thriving city for a job in finance. He describes the city as a whirlwind of activity, glimmering lights, crowded high streets, and a constant buzz of energy. Everything's at your fingertips, he says, from trendy cafes to grand concert halls. Yet, Oliver admits he sometimes longs for the serenity of his village, where mornings were greeted by birdsong and neighbors popping round for a cuppa. Village life, he says, is unhurried, with everyone feeling like family. Oliver shared a humorous tale about his first week in the city. He was utterly baffled by the underground. So many lines and rushing crowds. In his village, the only traffic was a flock of sheep ambling across the lane. The city's towering skyscrapers dazzled him, but he missed the sprawling meadows and starlit skies back home. Now let's meet Sophie, a lifelong city dweller who thrives on urban vibrancy. Sophie loves the convenience of having everything nearby. Top-notch hospitals, bustling markets, and a tube station just round the corner. She zips about on electric scooters and adores city festivals. But Sophie's husband, Tom, grew up in a village and often reminisces about its charm. When Sophie visited his village, she was struck by the sense of community. Neighbors dropped by with fresh-baked scones, and evenings were spent stargazing by a crackling fire. Sophie noticed the village had no streetlights, making the night sky breathtakingly clear. It felt like stepping into a gentler, quieter world, she says. So, what are the benefits of each lifestyle? Cities brim with career opportunities and entertainment, from live music gigs to cutting-edge tech hubs. Villages offer tight-knit communities and a deep connection to nature. Which matters more to you for a fulfilling life? Imagine you're moving from one to the other. What challenges might you face? How would you adapt? Jot down a short paragraph about this to practice your writing. Writing as you listen sharpens your English skills faster. Let me share a story about my cousin Emma, who left the city's clamor for a village cottage after years in the urban grind. Emma says the village has transformed her life. She swapped crowded buses for morning strolls through misty fields. Neighbors welcomed her with homemade jam, and she's even started a small vegetable patch. I feel alive here, she says, less frazzled and healthier. But Emma admits she misses the city's speedy Wi-Fi and chic boutiques. She now plans monthly city trips to catch up with mates and stock up on supplies. Emma's experience shows that both worlds have their allure and challenges. What about your family? Have they lived in cities or villages? What stories do they tell about their experiences? Write a few sentences to practice your English. Today's episode is packed with real stories to help you grasp city and village differences while boosting your vocabulary. Listen carefully and write your thoughts. It's the key to mastering English. Now, let's hear from James, a graphic designer who splits his time between a city flat and a village retreat. During the week, James dives into the city's creative scene, attending art galleries and networking events. But at weekends, he escapes to his village hideaway, where the only sounds are chirping crickets and rustling leaves. James says this balance keeps him inspired and grounded. The city fuels my ambition, he explains, but the village recharges my soul. Which lifestyle resonates with you? A city's dynamism or a village's calm? Share your thoughts aloud or in the comments to practice speaking. Another key difference is how people spend their leisure time. My friend Clara, a city-based chef, loves exploring food markets or unwinding at rooftop bars. She enjoys the variety, yoga studios, comedy clubs, you name it. But Clara admits the city can feel isolating despite its crowds. Meanwhile, my Uncle Henry lives in a village where leisure means fishing by the river or hosting neighbors for a Sunday roast. Henry says village life fosters connection. Everyone shares stories and laughter. How do you spend your free time? Do you crave lively spots or peaceful retreats? Write a few sentences to practice. Let me tell you about Grace, who traded city high-rises for a village cottage after tying the knot. Grace learned to bake traditional bread with her in-laws, using fresh ingredients from their garden. She loves the simplicity of village meals. Think hearty stews made with homegrown veg. But Grace notes the village lacks convenience stores, so she plans shopping trips carefully. The city spoiled me with instant everything, she laughs. Here I've learned patience. Grace's story highlights how village life teaches mindfulness, while city life prioritizes speed. Where does your food come from? Is fresh produce easy to find? Write about it to expand your vocabulary. Next, meet Edward, a city-based engineer who battles daily traffic jams. It can take an hour to go just a few miles, he grumbles. The hustle exhausts him, but the city's job prospects keep him there. Edward's sister, Lily, lives in a village where she cycles to her teaching job on quiet lanes. Lily cherishes the clean air but worries about limited career options. Their contrasting lives show how location shapes priorities. How's travel in your area? Smooth or stressful? Write a short paragraph to practice sentence structure. Now let's dive into a richer tale about my friend Charlotte, who was born in a serene village called Willowmere. Surrounded by hedgerows and babbling brooks, Charlotte's childhood was filled with simple joys, helping her parents tend their allotment and playing tag with friends. The village was a close-knit community where everyone shared harvests and celebrated fates together. Charlotte felt safe and content with the night sky sparkling like a jewel box. After school, she moved to the bustling city of Bristol to pursue a career in marketing. The city was a sensory overload, neon signs, honking taxis, and people dashing about. At first, Charlotte felt out of place. She missed the village's quiet mornings and the scent of fresh hay. Charlotte's first job was in a sleek office tower, a stark contrast to Willowmere's open fields. She spent hours crafting campaigns and attending meetings, often grabbing a sandwich on the go, because cooking felt like a luxury. The city's pace was relentless, but Charlotte grew to love its opportunities. She joined a book club, discovered quirky cafes, and made friends from across the globe. Yet weekends found her yearning for home. She'd hop on a train to Willowmere, where her parents greeted her with a steaming shepherd's pie. Wandering through the village, Charlotte felt her stress dissolve. The city gives me a future, she says, but the village keeps me grounded. Charlotte's story reflects the trade-offs of both worlds. Cities pulse with innovation and diversity, but can feel chaotic. Villages offer tranquility and connection, but may lack resources. In cities, people live in flats or terraced houses, while village homes often boast gardens for growing veg. Access to services like hospitals is a city's strength, but villages provide a nurturing environment. What would you choose if you could pick one? Let's revisit Sophie, this time diving deeper into her city life. Sophie works as a journalist, covering everything from tech startups to cultural events. She loves the city's rhythm. There's always a story to chase. Her flat is compact but modern, with a view of twinkling high-rises. Yet Sophie struggles with the cost of living and constant noise. She visited Tom's village recently and was amazed by the simplicity. They don't fret about rent or traffic, she says, but I'd miss the city's creativity. Sophie's experience shows how cities spark ambition while villages nurture peace. Another friend, Daniel, moved from a village to a city for university. As a software developer, he thrives in the tech hub, collaborating with global teams. But Daniel misses the village's open spaces. He recalls fishing with his granddad by a tranquil stream, something no city park can replicate. Daniel now rents a community garden plot to grow herbs, blending village roots with city life. His story reminds us that adaptation is key, no matter where you live. Think about your own home. Is it a lively city or a quiet village? What do you love about it? What challenges do you face? Write a few sentences to practice. These stories aren't just tales, they're tools to enhance your English. By listening and writing, you'll build confidence and fluency. Let's wrap up with one more story about my friend Amelia, who grew up in the vibrant city of Manchester. Amelia's days were filled with school, milkshake runs, and dance classes. Her family lived in a cozy flat near the canal, but the city's growth brought traffic and noise. Amelia now studies environmental science in a rural town where she's embraced a slower pace. She helps local farmers plant trees and loves the community spirit. In the city, I was always rushing, she says. Here, I've learned to breathe. Yet, Amelia misses the city's nightlife and diversity. She plans to return after graduation, hoping to bring her rural lessons to urban projects. These stories, from Charlotte, Sophie, Daniel, and Amelia, paint a vivid picture of city and village life. Cities pulse with opportunity, but demand resilience. Villages offer calm, but require patience. Listening to these experiences sharpens your English, while writing your thoughts cements new words like bustling, serene, community, and hectic. Try using them in sentences. Which life calls to you? The city's spark or the village's peace? Share your choice in the comments or speak it aloud to practice. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Ank's English for daily stories to supercharge your English journey. See you tomorrow.